Good morning, student. In our previous period, we started that new unit 3, yes, from our English textbook, and some of the part of the chapter we discussed in that previous period. Okay. So, in that period, in this 6th one, up to this much we read it. Okay. So, now we are moving on further. So, now if you observe this map, okay. So, by 1850, now if you observe, then by 1856, yes, the British had conquered the whole of India. Now you see here. So, British area, that is with the red, that shows with the red color, that is the British area. Okay, and states, that is with the yellow color. So, now the states having a less that areas, and you see that the totally area is covered by the British area. Yes, they cared little about the needs of Indian, means the Britishers are not thinking about the needs of the Indians. Our kings have become puppets, and we have lost our old jobs, and the kings also having a puppets, means they are now under work under the Britishers. As Britishers ordered, they do accordingly. Yes, then after and lengths, they are converting our brothers, and means what they are doing, they giving wrong informations to other person, and they are now doing such thing that both the persons are start quarrel with each other. Okay, so converting them, they reset their mind in a divert situation. You only talk, do something to drive them out, and means the thing is that now we have to do something, we have to talk with them and do something to drive out, to come out from this situation. Okay. Then after, now the sparks. Okay, so now the situation is that each and everyone, Indians, comes to know that what the Britishers are doing with us. Okay, so this is the time period given, the sparks, 1855-57. Okay. Taxes continued to ruin the peasants in Bengal. The Santals who had lost their lands under new land rules become desperate in 1855. They rose in rebellion and massacred Europeans and their supporters alike. So, now the sparks, that is that now taxes they are collecting from the peasants. Peasants means the farmers, those who owning that field or on rent, they taking the field and they means grow the crops on that and complete the requirement of their family by from that earning. Okay, so that peasants, the farmers in Bengal, the Santals who had lost their lands, so now the taxes are there on them, apply on them. So Santals who lost their lands because of these high taxes under new land rules became desperate in 1855. Okay, so now they are aggressive. Yes, and they rose in rebellion, means now they are what they opposing this situation as a rebellion, and massacred Europeans and their supporters alike. Massacred, that is to means now brutally they killed Europeans and their supporters alike. Okay. Then after, now discontent was brewing in the East India's Company's army too. So now discontent means that they are not satisfied with the situation, and that thing is now growing on, now taking place in the East India Company's army. So in that army also that thing is now going to be taken place. Okay, the white soldiers gets huge pay, then mansions to live in, servants also they getting. So white soldiers that is the Britishers we talking about, yes. So that they soldiers getting the high pay, yes, high salary, then mansions means good houses, good place to live, and they getting the servants also, while we get a pittance, that is means low price, that low money, and slow promotions. The Angrez ask us to cross the sea, which is against our religion. Who is the Topiwala to abolish our age-old custom? So now means they are totally aggressive about the situation, and they talking that the Angrez ask us to cross the sea, which is against our religion. That thing is against our religion. Okay, and who is the Topiwala to abolish our age-old custom? Means who are they who abolish our old age customs? Okay, so thousands of other sepoys, that is the soldier. Okay, so our Indian soldiers who worked out under the Britishers revolted. They were stripped of their uniform. So revolted means now they also going to against that situation, and they were stripped. That means now what happened, as they going to the against the situation, the uniform of them taking away. In simple way we can say the job they take away. Then after we must dry out the Angrez. Means now as each and every Indian at that time, as they knowing the situation and what is the reality of Angrez, that is the, we can say the Britishers, white men. Okay, so now they thinking then we have to be drive out them from our country. So humiliated, and as that the soldiers who go against the situations, they humiliated and put in irons, means they insulting them, those soldiers, yes, that Britishers insulted them, and what they do, put in irons. Few Englishmen had cared to understand Indian customs or the people's mind, and means few Englishmen that they are caring to understand an Indian custom or the people's mind. Oh, proud Brahmin soldiers, do you know that the grease on the bullet you have to bite is okay. So now few Englishmen had cared to understand Indian customs or the people's mind. Okay, they have to be understand the Indian customs or the people's mind. Oh, proud Brahmin soldiers, do you know that the grease on the bullet you have to bite is made from the fat of the cows and the pigs? So that grease which is used on the nipples of such that we can say guns. Okay, so that is grease, that lubricant is that made up from the fat of the cows and the pigs. What the white man has deceived us to, means they don't know, the Indian soldiers don't know about this thing. Okay, so now the Britishers involving such things that make so disturbance in everywhere among them. Okay, soon Then chapatis were sent from village to village to tell the people that their emperor would want their services. So now this talking we can see this between the Indians and what they are, that chapatis were sent from village to village informing to tell them people that their emperor would want their services, required them. Similarly, lotus flowers circulated among Indian soldiers, and in between the Indian soldiers, lotus flower circulated. Okay, death to the foreigner, the masses gave all help and shelter to the patriots. Patriots means those who are fight for India. So the public, masses, that is the public that are giving shelter to them, are ready to help those patriots. Okay. Then after, now revolt 1857. Okay. So in this, first of all, the revolt. So revolt, that is the group of the people who go against of some persons or the persons who having a more power. Okay, so that group who go against to them. Yes, so revolt 1857. Then there was a violent outbreak at Meerut. So in Meerut also this violent outbreak, it spread out. The sepoys marched to Delhi. March, that is to moved to Delhi. So sepoys, that is the Indian soldier, they moved to Delhi. Long live our Emperor Bahadur Shah. And what they mean saying that the long live our Emperor Bahadur Shah. The rebellion spread wider. Rebellion, that is to oppose. So the persons who opposing this situation, they are now spread out, yes, wider, in a wide manner. Many landlords had lost their lands because of the British policies and they were sore. Sore means anger. Now because of the British policies, many landlords had lost their lands. Okay, so now they becoming anger, more anger. The white man's rule must end, means now they talking that the white man's rule must ended. Okay, and yes, we will help you, and they means we can see here that the one head is there, that they say that okay, yes, we can help you. Okay, in this situation, that how we removed out the all Britishers from the India. Then after, this is the fight for freedom 1857. So many former rulers like Begum Hazrat Mahal of Lucknow were bitter. The white man has taken away my kingdom. So this is the picture given of Begum Hazrat Mahal, and this bubble, that speech bubble is given. What she is saying, that the white man is indicating to the Britishers. We are talking about Britishers who ruled out in India. Okay, so who ruling India at that time has taken away my kingdom. That person, that Britishers have taken away my kingdom. Popular leaders like Maulvi Ahmeduddin of Faizabad told the people, rise brothers, rise, the Angrez is running our land. Means now the leaders are talking with the farmers, with the people, that now you have to rise, wake up, like that manner. Brothers, rise, the Angrez is ruining our land. Ruining means the Angrez is destroyed our land. Okay. Then after, they joined the upsurge against the foreigners. So now they are joining the Arab that are rising. They join them. Okay, for against the foreigners. So to facing this situation against the foreigner. The people rose everywhere in Bareilly, Kanpur and Allahabad. Now people are wake up, means when now we know that the situation is this, and now they are awaking, all are waking. Yes, that this is the situation. So in Bareilly, then Kanpur and Allahabad, all over that places. Then after, Azimullah Khan told Tatya Tope, we should have Peshwa Nana Sahib as our leader in this war of independence. So means what they are saying, that in this war of independence we want that Peshwa Nana Sahib as our leader. The patriots pounced upon the British. Pounce means attacked upon the British and fought pitched battles all over North India. Pitched, that is the substantial. Now strong battles all over North India. Okay. Then 80-year-old Kunwar Singh of Bihar received a bullet in his wrist. And then what happened? You can see the 80-year-old Kunwar Singh that attacked by a bullet in his wrist. So what that person is saying, Mother Ganga, this is my last offering to you. And what he is saying, that Mother Ganga, this is my last offering to you. Okay. So here chapter explanation is complete. Now we are going to start writing work. Okay. So now you people be ready with your notebook. Now we are going to write down hard words of this. So now in your notebook, give heading glimpses of the past. It's a unit 3, glimpses of the past. See, in this chapter, whatever the facts we read, that facts are related with the history. Okay. And we know that history is wide, but from that we read it out some facts. Okay. So that you people are already familiar with this all, whatever it is given in this chapter. Yes. Now hard words, write down. One, martyr. Then after, extending, then rivalries, then after, subdue, Turks. Then after this, next write down misery. Then after, arrears, then cripple, then next, grievances, then after, conquered, then next one, rebellion, rebellion, then massacred, massacred, then deceived, deceived, and sore. Okay, so these are the hard words, that martyr, extending, rivalries, then subdue, thugs, misery, arrears, cripple, grievances, conquered, rebellion, massacred, deceived, sore. Okay, now we are going to write down word meanings. Okay, so give heading word meanings. Write down word meanings. First one, martyr. Martyr, it means one who voluntarily suffers death for a cause, Then after, next one, write down next, extending. Extending, that means stretch out over a distance, Then next one, rivalries, enmity, then subdue, put down, by force and authority, Okay, then after, next one, thugs, it means young criminals, then next one is misery, a feeling of intense a feeling of intense unhappiness, unhappiness. Then after, next one, cripple, that is cause destruction, then arrears, that is unpaid overdue debt, unpaid overdue debt. Then next, write down next one. Grievances, that is feeling of resentment, then conquered, that is won over. Then next one, rebellions, it means to oppose. Then massacred, that means brutally killed, then deceived, that is cheated. Then last one, it is sore. That means angry. Yes, so these are the hard words and word meanings of this chapter. Okay, so student, in this period up to this much I stop here. Now further we will continue in our next period. Okay, so just read it out whatever we just now completed. Thank you. Goodbye.